Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jinx. You already know that, and if you don't already know that, then hello, my name is Jinx. As you can see, I've got the first gameplay video with my face cam in. Yes, it's a stream, because that's the only way I could really find to do it with the equipment that I had. But I still think this is cool because I'm sort of not gonna look at if there's people in chat. I'm not gonna like interact. This is just treat it like a video, okay? And you see from the title, you may be thinking Speke Speaks Episode 4, but I did that yesterday, and you are right. I did do a Speke Speaks Episode 3 yesterday, but I watched it back. I wasn't too happy with it. I didn't really talk too much, and different stuff like that. So, and that's the reason why there's nothing in the title to say what I'm talking about, because obviously it's a stream. I don't know. Whereas usually, when I write the title for my videos, I'll write the title after. So, I'm just going to be playing the crew, as you can see, and just sort of talking, and sort of like talk about any frequently asked questions, or any questions that might be on your mind, or just talk about anything, really. The quality isn't great in the face cam, and it, doesn't get my my best angle, but it would do. It would do. It's a start, okay? So I have to unlock a reward. So I'm sorry if I don't look at the camera because my screen is quite big, and didn't realise clicking on that would stop the gameplay. Hold on, just bear with Ubisoft Club stuff. Just blocking the gameplay. There's nothing is revealed or anything like that sort of thing. Okay. Okay, we should be back now. We should be back. There we go. So yeah, as I was saying, not the greatest quality and stuff like that, I know. And also, as I was saying, my TV is of a fairly decent size, and my camera, which is just a PlayStation camera that I'm using, by the way, is just at the bottom, so I'm like looking at all like four corners. Like that's me looking at all four corners sort of thing. So I'm always going to be looking up and sort of to the side. Like at the minute I'm looking like straight at the screen in the center, and now I'm looking at you. Do you know what I mean? So apologies for that. Always sort of looking up, but I will try and remember sort of thing. So I usually the crew 2, I've already played a little bit of it. I've gone 36, and so I don't know. We're just gonna have a look what activities I have, and I'm gonna hopefully remember to talk about some stuff. So yeah, Dylan Kelso swag, thank you. Yeah, I will be looking at. Sorry for like different notifications that pop up on the screen. Okay, I just blend in with that, do I? Interesting. I'm gonna have to see what that looks like in game, because if that gets in the way, I might have to adjust the camera. Right, I've only got photo album on that, so I'm gonna leave that till off stream and do that sort of stuff. Don't bore you. Okay, still got some BMX stuff. So one more BMX race. Okay, everything's gone dark. That's great. No, I won't be interacting like with like the people and saying hello or whatever. But if someone has like a question,
let me tell you a secret, my friend. I'll taught you everything you know about motocross, not everything I know. So I'd say my record's safe.
I just see the leaderboard. Okay.
It's a second ticking away until you lose. But good luck trying.
Here we go. The first race. Mommy, after this I will turn the volume down because I'm not sure on the volume. I can put sort of like a little playlist on, see if that works or whatever. I'll talk about some stuff. Okay, so this is a very interesting one because usually the motocross stuff is like on a track with other people, but this is just purely off-road sort of thing, which is interesting. The bikes on this game are so like finicky and stuff like that, so if I crash or anything, I also haven't played this game in a while, just, you know, calm down, okay? I don't claim to be great at this game, but
it's all downhill from here.
alright, all downhill, Jesus. Okay, my face sort of blends in with the time, which that could be a blessing in disguise. Yeah, I try and avoid the time like back off sort of thing, you know. That's cringe. Oh, don't crash into the rocks. I thought like I could make it a train. Right, I'm still a good distance ahead. How many seconds? Okay, just under 3, which is fine. Okay, 50% through almost. Okay. Oh jeez. So yeah, 50% through. Also, damn it, that's gonna ruin my chances. Also, sorry, disclaimer, sorry if I have any interruptions or any background noise with the face cam. Like I said, I can't, like, this is a stream, I can't edit it, and also, you know, I don't have like a proper recording room and all sort of like the stuff like other people will have, you know. I'm also, remind me, I'm gonna put my face in the top right. Before this started, I could not remember what was it in each corner. For some reason I thought the time was in the top right, so I will change that after this if I can without ruining the stream, the video I should say. Hello to everyone watching at YouTube, thank you ever so much for the support, it's been great to be fair. I will get into talking about some more stuff just after this race when I move the camera. Okay, there we go, we got a win. Right, so I'm hoping this isn't going to end anything, I'm just wanna... Okay, just going to turn the camera off for a second. I'm just going to get my loot. Here we go.
First name basis with Mother Nature. Ride cross country like I did when I turned 17. You'll see, there's so much more to this place than just the cities. More than tourist traps built on parking lots. And you've got to come out here and see it all for yourself. North to south and sea to shining sea. This way means. It's about the challenges we take on and what that says about us. You understand? It's about who we are and what we're made of. And it's about testing ourselves against the biggest and baddest thing nature can throw at us. Because there's no point to taking the easy way, is there? Well, well, you've made a real mark in the off-road world. Not too many mountains left for you to climb. That takes real heart.
Okay, so I'm going to change my camera now. Please don't screw up. Video camera settings, here we go. Top right. Bear with guys, I'm just sorting a little something out. Okay. Okay, here we go. Right, okay. I should have it looked a little bit better now. I'm transparent. I need to turn transparency up, because that ain't good, sort of thing. Okay, I don't want to be transparent, really. Right, let's see that. There we go, that's much better. So yeah, here we go, let's do the sound then now, shall we? Sorry, this is a bit of a newbie, again, finding my sea legs, if you will, or my recording legs. So yeah, basically guys, as I know I just sort of said, but the reason that like I did another one today is because I wasn't happy with the video I did yesterday. Didn't talk too much. I only really talked about FIFA really, and yeah, that's it. That's all I really talked about, and I wasn't the happiest with it, you know. And this sort of leads me on nicely to sort of a frequently asked sort of question, or something I wanted to get off my chest, sort of thing to talk about. And that's essentially, am I still looking the same way I was before? Because I changed, I can't remember if I had my camera on flip, and because I'm looking in like the other corner this time to see if my camera's okay, it's a little bit confusing. But anyway, it leads me on to my question, whereas I have through that video, and you may have noticed it before, but I really noticed it in that video, and it really annoyed me, and it just made me not proud of the video. Not only did was it one of my weaker videos and sort of commentated and sort of entertainment sort of thing, because let's be honest, the game is pretty dead, like just different factors and stuff like that. But another thing was, I went quiet for like a good chunk in the middle when I was concentrating, when I should have remembered. Listen, you got to put that aside, you know. It's about the Speaks. It's about talking about stuff. I shouldn't have been concentrating as much, which I do apologise for. And basically, my camera picks up a lot, like a lot of stuff. My camera picks up a lot. Would you recommend the Crew 2? Yeah, it's someone, sorry about that to stop halfway through, but someone said, would I recommend the Crew 2? If you like racing games, then yeah, that's, you know, I don't know how to properly say it, but like, if you've had a history of racing games and you like Forza, I think if you like Forza, this is the closest thing it's going to come sort of on the PlayStation, a PlayStation form of Forza. And you know, it's sort of, if you're not a massive fan of cars, like you can see here, I've got a bike, but you can also get planes and boats, as you know, and you know, you don't have to do missions all the time. You know, free driving is just as fun, you know, just to go from car or bike to plane straight away, sort of thing, you know. But no, so yeah, I'd recommend it. But as I was saying, I went for a very, very long time in that video, not talking, and yeah, I'll address the elephant in the room, because I know a lot of people will have noticed it, but like, my microphone picks up a lot. You know, picks up a hell of a lot. It's so sensitive, and that's why, like, if you can see my microphone, like, it's not the best place to show it, like, you can't really see because it's dark against the thing, but that's the microphone fully down there. Now when I go up, that little clip is when it muted, so I just put it down the tiny little bit so it's close to mute, so also if there's any noise I can just quickly flick it up, and also it's further away from like my mouth sort of thing, so it makes a lot of like background noise and little things like in my voice a lot quieter, but it still doesn't help with everything. And the thing I'm talking about is my heavy breathing. Like, in my video yesterday, you can see it in other videos. It started off as like a comical thing, like in the video yesterday, and in some other videos. I just breathe heavily, so it'll be like an intense moment. But when I don't talk about something for a very long time, you can hear me breathing heavily, and it sounds really cringy. It sounds like I'm out of breath and like one of those. Don't want to be stereotypical or anything, but one of those sort of geeky nerds that, you know, pushes up their glasses or whatever. Nothing wrong with that, but it just sort of gave that sort of vibe. And it, like I said, really frustrated me, because I'm just there, and you can usually I breathe and you just hear sort of like a nose breathing in and out, but there was like a little bit of a grasp in my voice as well, because I must have had like, I don't know, something in my throat or something at the time, and it just sounds so cringy, and you know, the audio just, it throws it right off, sort of thing. And I want to address it, because it is something that I do have sort of like a, how do I say this? So I was going to leave this for a video on whole, but I was going to leave this for just a video on its own to talk about. But as we're doing like a frequently asked questions and stuff like that, obviously most people that watch me know who I am, so this is going to be second nature, be like, oh, of course you don't say, sort of thing. But exactly, I have a disability, a condition, whatever you want to call it, and one of the sort of side effects of my condition thing is sort of a lot of things that you got to look out for is breathing and the lungs, because they tend to sort of waste a lot quicker, and they're not as good as the average human beings. But touch sort of wood or whatever, my lungs are fairly decent, to be fair, and but it still just means stuff like I breathe a lot heavier, and I have like my own ways of making stuff easier for me, and one of those ways is like, why do you breathe a lot heavier, just subconsciously now, I don't even realise it, I do, and it's just a thing that happens. But so that's why I thought this Speke Speaks series would be great, because it's always going to get me talking and things like that, and because sometimes when I'm, you know, just playing on my own or whatever, I can sometimes hear myself, and I'll think like, Jesus, you know, sort of thing. Sorry to blaspheme, but I do think that. So I thought that's why this YouTube would be good for me, because I'd be talking about it. You can't, you know, I'd maybe get out of a bad habit. But like I said the other day, yesterday's video, I went too quiet, and yeah, that addresses that. If you want me to go in more detail, if you don't know me, which I'm guessing most of you do that watch me, if you don't know me, you want me to go more in detail about the condition or disadvantage, disability, whatever you want to call it is, if you want me to talk about that, it's just a whole video on its own, almost like a, I don't want to say like a special edition, because you know, that gives the word special a whole different meaning. My headphones talk to me then, that's weird. But no, so if you want me to do a whole just version of Speke Speaks talking about it, I will, if you don't know. So let me know in the comments if you want me to. And that is a frequently asked question. I will state now, which a lot of you know, this is going to be a lot of people that know me, family, friends. This video's probably not going to be for you, because I'll just be talking about stuff that you already know, that's second nature. But I will state now that the disability, it does allow me, I mean, it is a disability where you know, one it's a wheelchair bound one, you know, it's not like just like a heart problem or a breathing problem. It is like a full on, so like, do you know what I mean? I don't want to say full on, because I don't want to be like, almost sound like I'm dumbing down other disabilities, because I'm not at all. But you know, I can talk about it more if you'd like me to, if you want to know more about it. I think this is all done apart from the skills, so I don't want to do the skills yet. as if I just want to do the main races, if you know what I'm saying. Let's go to monster truck because I don't really like the aerobatics one. But I don't really like this one either. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do the jet sprint. Don't have a jet sprint vehicle. Well then, touring car. Please, I can do the touring car. I like them. Okay, we got two. We got two to do. That's fine. Give me a second. Oh my god. Right, I don't know if you can hear that. Basically, my headphones, if you don't have anything playing through them for a little bit, or if yeah, you're just not using them, they will shut down automatically, and it will tell you. It's like a male voice that's in my ear that says sort of like, "I'll shut down." You might have heard it, so there's no point me explaining it. And you have to press power, the power button to stop it from doing that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm not using my truck. Anybody that judges me in this race, don't, because I've not driven a touring car or like a street car sort of thing for quite a while, and I also haven't played this game in a little bit, especially with like a car proper race like this. But yeah, so that is a frequently asked question. I think another frequently asked question is, you know, when I go back to school, is the you know, on my videos, what's going to happen to my videos in terms of like quality or quantity sort of thing. So yeah, like I said, I'm not 100% sure because it's sixth form. You know, it's not like a full timetable. I won't be doing something every single day like a 9 to 3 sort of thing. You know, it'll be a lot more cut down, and I don't know my timetable yet. I don't know how varied it will be week in, week out. But like I said in my heads up video, if you haven't seen that, check it out because I do briefly cover it. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are going to be the two hardest days where I can't 100% guarantee I'll get a video out on that day, for various different reasons. They're the only 2 days. Every other day I should get one out, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, I will, no matter like what my day has been or whatever, I really want to try and get one a day out, and that's why when it comes to Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I'm going to try very, very, very hard to bit as sort of a make up to you and everyone. If I don't do a video on a Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll make it up by doing 2 videos the next 2 days. So for example, if I can't do it on a Tuesday, so say if I can't do a video on a Tuesday, but I can on a Wednesday, I will do my one video on a Wednesday because it'll still be difficult. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, even if I've got nothing on, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are just a difficult day, so I won't ever do more than one video on a Tuesday or Wednesday when I go back to school. But I will, if I can, like, I will always try and do one, definitely. So for example, if I can't do one on Tuesday though, I'll do one on Wednesday, and then on the Thursday I will 100% do 2. You know, if I was thinking about doing 2 anyway, and I've got lots of times, I would do a third. And the same with, like, say if I can't do a video on either Tuesday or Wednesday, then I'll do 2 videos on the Thursday and Friday, or if I was planning on doing 2, I'll always do one more than I'll plan to on the next 2 days. Pardon me. So yeah, that's about that and the schedule and stuff. Also, I am going away from, I think it's like the 30th or the 31st. Listen, don't judge me, I forget how many days are on each month. Does August have 30 or 31? But I think from the last day of August until the 4th, until the Thursday, I think it is Thursday morning, September, you'll know, whatever. I'm gonna be away. I'm not gonna be at my house. I'm not gonna be. But what I'm gonna try and do is I'm taking my PlayStation where I'm going, because I'm going to stay somewhere for 3 or 4 days. 4 days, yeah. And so I'm going from a Monday to a Thursday, so I'm stopping on Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, so 3 nights, 4 days, sort of thing. So I'm gonna be taking my PlayStation now. It's always hectic and there's always so much stuff to do, so I'm not guaranteeing that I'll get out a video then, but what I'm gonna try and do this week, I think, I'm gonna try and pre-record stuff, so even if I don't have time to properly record, I'll have my PlayStation on and I can just upload something, just sort of like, just so you know, if the quality sort of dips or whatever. Is it next week? Is it next week? Damn, I told my friend he could come next Monday and I completely forgot I'm somewhere. But no, so if the quality dips a little bit, or if one of the days something maybe doesn't come out, apologies. Like I said, even though I said it's a Monday to a Thursday, the Tuesday and Wednesday aren't the Tuesday and Wednesdays I'm on about when I say that I can't, that it's going to be harder to do it. That's going to start from the week after. I go back to school, sixth form on the 10th, which leads me on nicely to the next thing, which some people have said I get a lot since I've had my GCSE results and I've been accepted into sixth form. What do I want to do? What's like the end goal sort of thing? Now this is something I could talk about for a very, very, very long time. I'm going to set the controller down. Let's have a bit more of a face-to-face, do you know what I mean? And this is something I could talk about for a very, very long time. Sort of what I want to do now. Like I say, I love this YouTube thing, and I love it, and it's sort of, it'll always be sort of like a hobby that I'm always going to try and do and grind for, and sort of, because it's brought out a lot of confidence in me, you know. A lot of my family have seen it and they really like it, and it's such a cool thing. And it's also going to help because in sixth form I'm planning on taking double sport and media studies. Now the reason that is, the end goal for me is to hopefully be a football manager or a football coach. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, I want to be the manager of Real Madrid or Man United or, you know, anything like that. Even if, you know, if I could just have the chance to manage, you know, a team in the 9th tier or the 8th tier of English football, you know, it would mean so much to me, and that's essentially what I want to do. You know, I love problem solving. You know, I like to think I'm really good on the mental side of things, on like what people go through and different stuff like that, because I've gone through a lot of issues myself, so I like to think I'd be able to relate with players. And, you know, I've took a referee course before, so I'd like to think I know the rules of football and I have the knowledge to apply it to other people. So that's essentially what I want to do. I want to be a manager of I want to be a manager or a coach of a football team. Now the reason I've chosen media studies is it's almost like to broaden my horizons, or widen, you know, the results of like what I can do or what I can go into, sort of thing. So for example, like it also makes it easier for me to get part-time jobs as well, while like try and, you know, make it as a manager or whatever. It sort of helps a lot more. And also, for whatever reason, if the managing or the coaching doesn't go down, whether I get bored or something happens and I just aren't cut out to do it or whatever, the media will allow me, along with the sport, to go into stuff like pundit or commentary, which is one of the reasons I started off this channel. Because when FIFA comes out, like, it's going to help so much with like commentary. I'm gonna do not a series, but almost like a few like videos where like I don't like talk to the camera or whatever. I'm just gonna almost be like a commentator, like a game or whatever, sort of practice on that and having it to show people and people hear it, instead of, because I know I can commentate. Like, I've done it so many times through the years on FIFA, and I've commentated with my mate. but I want people to hear it. So I think I want to, you know, get used to it, because at the start I know I'm going to be different. Like when I first started this channel, look at yesterday for example, like my commentary was like awful, you know. So I'm trying to get more confident and different things like that. He's shaking his head. He knows. So it's I think it's going to help a lot, sort of thing. So yeah, it could go to journalism, commentary, pundit, anything like that. They all sort of interest me. I did want to be a referee for the longest time, but they told me sort of like I'd never be able to do I'd never be allowed to do able-bodied 11v11 outdoor football. I could only do like 5v5 futsal, or sort of like a disabled power chair football is what it's called, which, no offense to those sports, but that's not me. It's not sort of like what I've, you know, it's not what I've sort of grown up watching or whatever. It's not my thing. So, you know, that's ultimately what I want to do. Something in football. Coaching and managing is the goal, but commentary I'd love just as much, or something like that. And that's where I'm taking that. I'm also going to be going for my, alongside with doing my A levels and my sport, I'm going to be going for my coaching badges, because I need that as well, because I think you do 1 and 2, which is a lot on health and safety and protection of children. And then the third one, you need to be linked with a club, so hopefully that takes a little bit longer to do. So while I'm waiting for that to come through and hopefully get in contact with a club, I'm going to do something called like a Pro Zone course. And basically this isn't something that interests me as much, but it's like football analytics, and because every football club has analyzers or whatever their official name is, you know, and they use this program where they can record training sessions. Sorry, my eyes wandered a little bit around then. I got a little bit, I think, wasn't focused. But yeah, so they have like this program called Pro Zone, and it's like where they record like training sessions, and this sort of like program will pick up on lots of different aspects of football, so like shooting and passing. So when the manager can be like, oh, I want to see all the clips of this player doing this thing, and you go in Pro Zone, there's a little drop down bar or whatever, and you see a name, and in brackets it will have like a number of how many clips there are. You click on it and then it will break it down even more, so like shooting, passing, depending on what his position is as well during that training session. And it'll say once again in brackets how many clips there are, and you can send all the clips over to the manager, and it works great, sort of thing. So it's not something like I'd get into, but it's something to, once again, have something to put down, you know, as experience, along with like my refereeing certificate, you know, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So that's essentially the goal. Like, I have such a clear-cut route that I want to go, and to me, like, I hate things going wrong. A lot of people say, do I plan on going to university? I'm not writing it off because it'd be cool, but it's not in my plans because I've only got up to the bit where I've told you about, and then hopefully I'll do my third coacher badge, and then I don't know from there, because it depends how long the coacher badges take, where I am in the year, you know. If I'm only like a year into my because obviously 2 years at A level, if I'm only a year into it, then, you know, I'll see. I'll wait until I get I'll do as many coaching badges as I can, wait until I hopefully get my A level, hopefully get the sport and then both the media, and then I'll see from there, sort of see how far those qualifications can take me. If not, I'll happily go to university and take it on further, you know. I'll get a degree, you know, in something, sports science, anything like that I need to do, I'll go and do it, so I can hopefully try and live the dream almost of being involved in football some way, because it's everything to me, sort of football. And that's what I mean. Another thing that I've thought of, if for some whatever reason football doesn't work out at all, I've also thought about being like a therapist or a counsellor, or maybe I can just have it on the side for while I try and build up my football sort of like career or whatever. I've always thought about, because I love trying try to help people out. I like to think I'm very good at listening to people's problems, and even if I can't relate, I like to think like I can give advice and help people out. If you remain inactive, you'll be returned to the login. I'm trying to talk to the camera. Do you mind? But no. So I think, yeah, that's that's sort of me, my path, my ideas, if you know what I mean, when it comes to what I want to do in the future. So yeah, I hope that was enough detail for you. I really tried to up my game from yesterday because, like I said, I was not happy with it whatsoever. Now what I'm planning on doing, right, I want to put some tunes on. You hear me? Listen to me. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. That's it. Can't use Spotify while using SharePlay, Remote Play or Broadcasting Gameplay. That's a lie, because when I do when I record videos it lets me do it, but it must be like, because it knows it's being like released, whatever. That's annoying. I can't get what I wanted to. I could maybe try and get something on my phone. Just bear with me a second. So I'm trying to think of something to do. If you're watching this video and you don't know me, if you want to follow me on anything, I do have an Instagram. Oh, thank you, Dylan, that subscribed to my channel. Sorry, this does look dead rude, like, yeah, looking at my phone. That's fine, close that down. Yeah, cheers, Dylan. But anyway, if you want to follow me, my Instagram is, I'm not going to say because I don't 100% know how to say it anyway. It's not a secret, but it is sort of like something you wouldn't expect sort of thing. It's not like a proper word. What am I looking for now? What I'm gonna do is, give me a second, I'm gonna put it down at the bottom. Give me a second. Right, so we've got a, I'm gonna change it again, but this is a cheap little plug, but I am gonna put my my IG at the bottom, which means my face cam will change again. Sorry for that. I was liking how it was going, but this should be okay as well. So bear with, guys. Have this. Okay, what is this looking like? Okay, so there it is. It's at the bottom. You can see it now. That's also great as well because I've got my elapsed time, so I know how long the video has been going for. Let me just check something. I'm going to see if I can get some videos. Also, like, if you go on my Instagram, there will be like you know, you'll find a lot more sort of stuff. You know, I've got photos on there from years and years and years I just haven't deleted. There's lots of photos on there of me that explain a lot of stuff. So if you don't want to wait, you can always, you know, have a good old scroll through my IG and you can find some stuff out. Sort of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna, give me a second, try and get some music on in the background. You know, we spoke for a good bit. This is going to be the longest Speke Speaks video I've done yet. So sorry, my out of shot a little bit there. Sorry, I'm just a little bit distracted. Not distracted, but I really want to do this. Ah, look, Speke Speaks episode 4 plus plus frequently asked questions and Q&A live. I wonder who that guy is. Isn't that cool? Huh? Look at that. That's me live right there. Isn't that something spectacular? I forget. I need to go somewhere. There was a channel that I saw the other day, and it put some great. It's got some great tunes. I'm just gonna find it. Not that video. Someone commented, and I was like, okay. Not that video either. I've got a comment on that, but it's not. It's from someone else. Not that video. Hold on. Someone commented basically on one of my videos, and I checked their channel out, and they got like cool music on their channel and stuff. So I'm trying to find where this gal is. Did you? No. I swear she put it on. She commented on 2 of my videos. One a lot more recently, and that's the one I'm trying to find because I can remember one. Is it this? Well, okay, I've got one comment on that video. Anyone, let me see it. That's great. 80 views now, by the way, on my Rocket League debate. It means so much that something has, for my channel anyway, gone viral, especially for someone that's only got like, 13 subscribers or whatever, or 14 now, I think. Yeah, here we go. Here it is. Come on. Where is it? I swear this person had like a long 1 hour a long 1 hour sort of like thing that I could have on in the background. Sorry, this looks just rude, just looking down at my phone. But I'm just trying to find. Like this. Okay, here it is. Right. Don't know how loud it's going to be. This is from Eliaster Music. Shout out to these people. They've got a lot of decent tunes on. It's like a no copyright sort of best music mix. I'm just going to put my phone over here for a second. I'm going to keep it on this stand where I usually keep it. And then, after that, after a few minutes, I'm going to see what it sounds like. Okay. So, I don't know. Obviously, you can see my phone now, which is irritating. And I can get it to cover up the chin sort of thing. Anyway, I want to get back to the thing. If that's too loud, whoops. If you can't hear it at all, whoops. Because another thing that I haven't checked out yet, because there's no way of me checking it out until I actually put a video up on my channel with this sort of format. But I don't know if the sound is going to pick up from my PlayStation camera or my microphone. I'm hoping because my microphone's on, it'll be smart enough to be like, okay, yeah, do that. And it doesn't pick it up, because if it's from the and hopefully it doesn't pick up from both, because that's going to be really irritating, because it's almost like there's going to be someone loud in the background. It's almost going to be like 2 voices, a loud one and a quiet sort of voice, especially with the music. It's a lot closer to my PlayStation camera, So I hope this hasn't ruined the video, really. But we'll see. I want to do some more stuff anyway. Decent tune, honestly. Shame it's not like shame I'm not playing like an overly competitive game or whatever. Like if I was playing FIFA or something, or if I was playing Rocket League, but Crew. I mean, it says here this song is meant for Fortnite, but really, who properly listens to? Fortnite? I went the wrong way. Who like listens to music on Fortnite? I don't. You gotta listen to the footsteps, you know. Yeah, so that is my IG at the bottom. Mulia Sanatas between me and you. A lot of people, you may think, oh, this is obvious, but it is Satan's Asylum backwards. Don't have to be worried, I'm changing it soon, but between me and you, like, may or may not, I've added someone on my Instagram that maybe I shouldn't have, but so that's why like my real name isn't in my bio, and that's why my username is nothing linked to me whatsoever. I just remember one day at school I had to write like a horror story, and I tried to write about this haunted mansion. I was like, what can the name be? And I was like, it was going to be like on vampires, and it was in like Romania. I know, stereotypical. I was like, what's like a Romanian-ish sounding sort of name, but also sort of sounds like sort of a little bit creepy. So then I thought, how about I put like something coded, something backwards that could sound like a word. And I put it, I was like, oh, it lives at number 31 Muliasa Sonatas. Yeah, it sounds a bit Latin. And 31 backwards. 13, or look at number, I'm a genius. I should be writing books, man. But no, seriously. And then sort of I went to go and change my username, and it just sort of was the only thing I could think of, because basically before Money Assassin Atlas it was I think I'm going to change it back to Jinx, and that'll make a lot more sense as well for my quote unquote brand, if you want to call it that. But no, so yeah, I think it'd make more sense. I think I did have it like Jinx before. No, I had something else, and then I thought, no, they could make the connections that that was it. I went to go and show someone who I shouldn't have been following my Instagram, but I'd already suggested to follow him. But it's a long story. Anyway, but I might change it back. I might change it to Jinx. But something tells me someone's got J1, G1, NX. Because I think I tried before and then I had to put an underscore before and after. I could change it to official, but like I still got like, not bragging, this is no humble brag because it's Instagram, it's social media, it's not that important. But I have like 900 followers, and a lot of them are like, a lot of them I don't know. Let's be honest. I mean, look at me. I do YouTube now. It's clear that I like attention. And just anyone should be able to see me. So even though my account's private, I just accept anyone that follows me. But a lot of the people that follow me are like still people from my school and stuff. And I shouldn't have to worry, because the majority of them I won't ever see again. Thank God. Sorry if you're watching this and you're not going back to sixth form. I don't like you. Probably. Anyway. But no, so I always think like, oh, I don't want to do anything cringy, but I'm not like official Jinx, because, you know, it's a bit cringe, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm being straight up with you. It's a little bit cringe. So I'll see what I can do. Having the underscores before and after though, just, it's almost like an unprofessional sort of look. Sorry, I went off. Okay, now I've done that race. But if this is a thing, I'm going to leave you with this. Is this a cutscene? Nah, it's not a cutscene. Also, my phone. Why are you in the shop? Give me a second. This is not a great what do you call it? Great luck. Bear with. Okay. Right. Yeah, suddenly I got no stuff that I can do. That's great. I'm just gonna go and see. I'm gonna. Okay, let's have a look. So I need to remember. I'm just gonna go back to my own video. Watch my own video. Just a second, because I need to see how loud this is. It's going to sound cringy. We'll see. I want to do some more stuff anyway. Sorry about this. This is. Okay, so it's honestly not that bad. I did turn it down once because I did think maybe well, I've already listened to the song. Let's skip to 14. What is it? 14:52. Here we go. Okie dokie then. Turned it down a little bit, I think. This is quite a quiet song anyway, so. Also, don't know why I'm getting too fussed about it, because the video isn't. Don't know. I'm also going to get rid of this banner now. I plugged long enough. I think I can get rid of it. Advanced settings, please. Okay, here we go. There we go. We back. Someone's in the stream. Hey all. Yeah, I think that's a decent volume. Activities. Do want to try going against the ultimate, because I don't think I'm going to lose, but I'm going to try it anyway, because why the devil not. What time is it? Time for okay, it's 10:30, so yeah, I'm going to say 15 more minutes max. Okay, I've got to use that. An Alpha touring car and my the boat one. Not sure. We'll see anyway. Hello to the person that's in the stream, bye bye. Yeah. Alright, hopefully I can win this. Don't know how long this race is. Maybe this could be the last race. Person that's in the chat, if you want to ask any question whatsoever, sort of help me keep the video alive, that'd be much appreciated. Look at this. I don't think I've raced in the snow on this game yet. Okay, that totaled my car. It definitely does affect sort of like affects everything actually, because I swear I've gone down this bit before. Is it purposely on snow now, or am I just tripping out and this is just somewhere in the map where I haven't been, but it's almost identical? Don't know. Can't say I know. Right, he's right behind me, good old what's his name? Is it Clarence? Ugh. Oh, who knows? What a not a fan of the name, mate. Not a fan of your morals either. I'm gonna just have to beat you, I'm afraid. It's hard to tell you. I love the effects. It's such a pretty game. Like, I definitely do recommend it if anyone, you know, has the money that they want to buy it, and you know, if you've got PlayStation, if you're already my friend, you know, we can do some races. If not, add me up. My PSN is well, you should know my PSN. It's in a lot of my tags. My PSN. I see a lot. It's just a Speke 21. Speke is in my surname, which you can see from the title. Okay, yeah, it was the boat, but also we've got Alpha to come, so I wonder if that's like in a second race or if I'm just going to transfer him. I hope you like my my boat car. Boat car? What? No, I hope you like my boat decal, is what I meant to say. I've got a lot of like meme, if you call it that, like all my decals are all pretty memey. I don't know if that's a word, but well, I've made it a word now, so I like the watermelon. There was a SpongeBob one. I paid for like the watermelon one, and at the time I didn't. Oh, I'm not holding down. Damn. No wonder I'm like not storming ahead. I did think. That is my bad. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this longer sort of style of video. If you want to see more, any feedback would be appreciated. A like, a comment, subscription if you are new. Give me a sec. Sorry to hate pause, but yeah, sorry. I've got like a little bit of like a intercom thing that's in my room. Also, I really hope that my PlayStation camera doesn't pick up sound, because they just would have heard it, everything, and there'd have been no point. Then again, who am I kidding? Is anyone going to make it this far? Probably not. I haven't used my F1 car in such a long time. Don't judge me. But yeah, if Dylan is still in the chat, by the way, it is a great game for because, as I said before, there's a little bit of everything. Like, you know, you got the F1 side. If you liked F1, you know, you can just get an Alpha car. They're called in this. Sorry if I keep scratching my nose. I've got dead itchy nose, and at the minute, a bit busy. Could pause it, but I'm blitzing ahead of this guy, though, to be fair. But yeah, sorry. As I was saying, there was an intercom. Need to restart. Oh god, don't catch up. Okay. Wow, he must have crashed as well, because he's like 2 miles behind me. What has gone on there? Maybe he's worse on it with a touring car than me. Who knows? But yeah, there's like an intercom in my like recording sort of room, so if it's outside, because you've got to go like outside and whatever, we had it so like when there was bad weather once, and you know, bad sort of weather, and instead of coming down or whatever, it sort of like I had it fitted in to sort of check up sort of thing. But I'm not a massive fan of it. I used to have one which was just like a tiny little button. Now this one's got a camera and stuff. I'm like, nah, not a fan, but it is what it is sort of thing. So yeah, I was lucky enough to have this shed built, whatever, and like I said, I'm in it all the time, 24/7, so you know, if it means being able to stay in here longer, then whatever sort of thing. So here we go. I think this race will be the last one. Might be a little bit of a cutscene to watch. If there is, I'll watch it, mute my mic, even though there's no sound. There's subtitles. sort of thing, but yeah. Here we go. I have beat him easy 4 miles, man. Like, I didn't just beat him, but I smacked him. Do you know what I'm saying? Here we go, cutscene. There's no, I've just realised, there's literally no point in my mic. Sorry, hiccups, no point in my mic because there's no sound. But I'm gonna leave you with this cutscene, guys, and then I'm gonna go. So, thank you ever so much for being here and watching. See ya. Yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been the episode 4 of Speke Speaks. I have been your host. Ooh, that is a nice car. I have been your host, Jinx, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Goodbye for now.